an extension cord. We are the extension of God's power into this world. We need to make sure that we see ourselves that way. His Word is one way that He communicates with us. And Sunday's not enough. Sunday's not enough. If you come Wednesday, that's still not enough. You need to be in the Word daily. You need to be studying His Word and diving in and seeing things in His Word that He reveals to you. You need to be in His Word. The psalmist says in chapter 1, verse 1, it says, "Blessed is the one who does not walk in the steps of the wicked, or stand in the way of the sinners, take or sit in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on it day and night. That person is like a tree planted by the streams of water." The Pharisees struggled with that. We don't need to struggle. We need to make sure that where we understand that where there's no application of Word, there is no power. If you're not applying the Word to your life, you don't have a power source. Don't get caught up in forcing the Word. Make sure you're diving in so you can apply the Word to your life. The next thing I want to speak about is worship, and that is found in verse 4. Verse 4 says, "I have brought you glory on earth by finishing the work you gave me to do." I have brought you glory on earth by finishing the work you gave me to do. This is Jesus. Remember, Jesus had a job and He finished the work. Jesus lived a full life, full of worship, and He completed the work that God had for Him to do. This is called worship. Doing what God has asked you to do and living a life as sacrifice for what God has in store for your life. In the New Testament also describes worship as an expression of thanksgiving or praise. And it's an appropriate response to magnify your God. Worship is an appropriate response to magnify your God. Paul tells us in Romans 12:2, "Therefore I urge you, brothers and sisters, in the view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God, for this is your true and proper worship." This is your worship, to offer yourself as a living sacrifice. That's how you plug yourself into the power source, is by worshiping God, understanding that He needs to be magnified.